Hello everyone. A couple of weeks ago, when we were talking about Whitewalkers and CRASTER'S sons, my car said in her comments, "But why take those sons? If it's a numbers thing, they can just awaken the dead. Why those sons?" It was a very good question and it got me thinking about the why part. The wildlings must have had a lot of babies north of the wall, but the Whitewalkers didn't go for them. They didn't ask for their babies. Why? While I don't agree with my car that the White Walkers are looking for the prince that was promised, or that Craster has Targaryen blood, I do agree on one thing. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the White Walker history. We know the children of the forest have been living in Westeros before the first men invaded it. They fought for many years before agreeing to live peacefully and signed a pact on the Isle of Faces. After signing the pact, it is said they all lived peacefully during the Age of Heroes. Many historical figures are said to have lived during the Age of Heroes, including Bran the Builder. After approximately 4,000 years of peace came the Long Night. It lasted for a generation, and the longest, coldest, and darkest winter descended upon Westeros. As we saw in season 6, the children were the ones who had created the first White Walker by inserting dragon glass into the chest of one of the first men. Leaf told Bran that they did it because they were at war with men. So either they created the White Walkers when the war was going on, or they created it after signing the pact. If what Leaf said to Bran was true, why did it take the White Walkers 4,000 years to invade Westeros? What's your theory on this? My theory is that the children created the White Walker during the war, but it didn't go as they planned. The White Walker didn't follow their orders and started killing the children instead. The more he killed, the more joined his army. The children couldn't fight them. That's why they found that cave, put some spells on it, and hid in it for thousands of years. Men, on the other hand, since they couldn't see them anymore, decided that all the children were dead, and over time they forgot about them, thinking it was all just a story. As I said in my Stark Blood video, it's possible that the three-eyed raven had the blood of the children of the forest in him. Maybe the children recognized his blood and that's why they saved him and brought him back to their cave. What do you think? Anyways, the place where the children turned the first man into a White Walker became the lands of Always Winter. As I said in my What Woke the White Walkers video, because of the summer, they didn't invade Westeros until winter arrived. But that's not the only reason they waited so long to invade. They also didn't have the numbers. One White Walker might not have been enough. Even with the army of whites, he might have gotten by killing the children or the wildlings. The Night King needed more White Walkers to create more whites and control them. So how could he create more White Walkers? He might have tried to turn a few of the human or the children in the beginning and might have found out that it won't work on normal people, or else he would have turned a lot of them already. Maikar's theory definitely gave me the idea for it. We have heard Melisandre say again and again that there is power in King's blood. It was proved when Stannis used Gendry's blood and killed Joffrey, Robb, and Balon Greyjoy in one dark move. That's why I believe that the first man was either a king or had King's blood in him. He might even have been related to the first king who led his armies from Essos to invade Westeros. I also believe they can only be turned into a complete White Walker in the lands of Always Winter, nowhere else. Maybe the Night King doesn't have the power to change grown men like the children did. Maybe he only has enough power to turn infants into one of them. One of you guys asked me about the growth rate of these White Walker babies. I don't remember where I answered it, but I believe they grow up much faster than normal humans. And maybe that's why Benjen Stark was different from the Night King. In season 6, we saw that the children turned him into an undead by using the same method, by inserting dragon glass into his heart. But he was different from other White Walkers. The reason for this could be because he wasn't turned in the lands of Always Winter. Or maybe the children just used a different magic this time. What's your theory on this? Anyways, you might be wondering why I'm talking about King's Blood and White Walkers in a video about CRASTER'S sons. We found out in season 2 that CRASTER has been sacrificing his sons to the others, and in turns, the others let him live. But why only CRASTER? Why no one else? To understand this, let's take a look at CRASTER'S past. In the books, Ygritte told Jon that Craster is the bastard son of a man of the Night's Watch and a wildling woman from the village of White Tree, which is the closest village to Castle Black. His father abandoned his mother after Craster was conceived. When she went to Castle Black to show him his son, the brothers blew the horn and chased her away. His father's name is never mentioned in the books, but I think his father's blood is the key to this mystery. That's why I believe that Craster has the king's blood in him. As for witch blood, there could be many people in the Night's Watch with king's blood in them. I think most people would think House Targaryen because of the incest, but I don't think so. As far as I can tell, other than Mr. Aemon, Brynden Rivers, and now Jon Snow, no other Targaryen has joined the Night's Watch. But there is a house which has joined the Night's Watch again and again. Yes, you guessed it right. The Starks. Remember how the Night King was looking at Jon in the Hardhome scene? Or how he went after Bran in the cave? As I said in the What Woke the White Walkers video, maybe the White Walkers went to Craster when he was younger. It's possible they offered to leave him unharmed if he keeps providing them sons, because they were building an army of the White Walkers. What if it was the White Walkers who asked him to keep his bloodline pure, or rather keep from diluting it any further, hence the incest. And they only wanted warriors for their armies. That's why they only asked for his sons, not daughters. The daughters were just a way to create more of them. It's possible that Craster has some other bloodline, but I think it would be pretty ironic if most of the White Walkers had the same blood as Jon and Bran, two of their most fierce enemies, Azor Ahai and the Last Greenseer. Anyways, that was my theory. Which blood do you think Craster has? And while we are on Craster's topic, Mitch Corbin asked, since you are going to do a video about Craster, what do you think about the baby swap in the book? If I'm not mistaken, Baby Sam is Craster's 100th son. Does that have any meaning? I looked into the books, but I couldn't find anywhere that monster was Craster's 100th son. I know Walder Frey has hundreds of heirs, but that's because he has sons who marry somewhere else and have their own sons and grandsons. I don't think Craster has given 100 sons to the others. In season 4, a White Walker riding on an undead horse took the son of Craster and carried him to the lands of Always Winter. He put the baby on an icy altar ringed by large icy spikes. Just like the tree where the children turned, the first White Walker was surrounded by stony spikes. Only the design was different. There were 13 White Walkers watching the baby from afar, including the Night King. If Sam hadn't killed the one in the woods, the number would have totaled 14. In the books, Craster had 19 wives. If we assume they are all his daughters, that would mean he had 32 children. So I don't believe he has 100 sons, let alone 100 children. Anyways, Jon and Mira killed one each at Hardhome and in the cave respectively. That leaves us with 12 White Walkers now. Even though he has so many White Walkers, we always see the Night King with only 3 more White Walkers, whether it's at Hardhome, Lands of Always Winter, or the cave. Why do you think he does that? As for the baby swap, I know Jon did it to save Mance Rayder's son, but I believe in doing so, he put little Sam in danger. I also think the Wildling Prince's blood is more powerful than little Sam's, because he was the direct son of a king. Maybe he will turn out to be important later. As for little Sam, I have a feeling that the White Walkers will recognize their brother or nephew and will go after him. I don't think there is anything more to it. If the same events happen in the books as in the show, I really hope that Jon will take Val and Monster to Winterfell with him. I don't want them to be around when the wall falls. That was all for today. I have another super crazy, probably unique theory coming up very soon. Make sure to subscribe my channel and click on the bell next to the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss it. So, what do you think of these theories? Don't forget to tell us in the comments. If you like this video, please click on the like button below, share the video and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. Bye bye. See you in my next video.